দর্শকবৃন্দ, সুধীজন, HBA এর 36তম জন্মবার্ষিকী মানে প্রতিষ্ঠা বার্ষিকীতে এই উপলক্ষে আমি ইফতেখার খানম সবাইকে সাদর সম্ভাষণ এবং স্বাগতম। সম্মানীয় অতিথি এবং যারা মেম্বার এবং দর্শক রয়েছেন, তাদের উপস্থিতিতে আমাদের অনুষ্ঠানকে সাফল্যমণ্ডিত করার জন্য আমি আন্তরিকভাবে আপনাদেরকে আমার মোবারকবাদ জানাই। আজকে এই আনন্দঘন সময়ে যার কথা আমাদের সবার মনে পড়ছে, যার প্রচেষ্টায় আমাদের এই আন্ডার ওয়ান স্কাই তথা এক আকাশের নিচে ড্রামাটি HBA শুরু থেকে এ পর্যন্ত পথ চলার ঘটনাবলীর উপর আলোকপাত করে সামগ্রিকভাবে আমরা যে অনুষ্ঠানকে নিবেদন করতে পারছি, তার কথা অত্যন্ত ভারাক্রান্ত হৃদয়ে নিয়ে বলতে হচ্ছে। সে আমাদের অতি প্রিয় নিরুমতি শিরিন আপা, আমি তাকে শিরিন আপাই বলি। আমরা তার আত্মার মাগফিরাত কামনা করছি। তিনি যেখানেই থাকুন না কেন, আমরা সবাই তার জন্য যে দোয়া করছি তা ইনশাল্লাহ পৌঁছে যাবে। এই অনুষ্ঠানটিতে পর্যায়ক্রমে পরিবেশিত হবে মাননীয় অতিথিদের বক্তব্য, ভিডিও প্রদর্শন, ড্রামা পরিবেশনা এবং HBA স্টুডেন্ট এবং অতিথি সঙ্গীত শিল্পী তাদের সমন্বয়ে বিশেষ সঙ্গীতানুষ্ঠান। আমি এই অনুষ্ঠান চলাকালীন এবং আগেও পরে যদি কোনো ভুল ত্রুটি হয়ে থাকে তার জন্যে অগ্রিম ক্ষমা চেয়ে নিচ্ছি। আপনাদের মতামত আমাদের আগামী পথ চলার উজ্জ্বল ভবিষ্যতের জন্য একান্ত প্রয়োজন, তাই আপনাদের মতামত আপনারা দেবেন। এই বলে আজকে আমার কথা শেষ করছি। আমার সঙ্গে রয়েছেন, আমি বাংলায় বলেছি, সে ইংলিশে বলবে এবং আরও যা কিছু নিয়মাবলী আছে সেগুলি বলবে। এই বলে আমি শেষ করছি আমার বক্তব্য।
Good evening, respected guests, dignitaries, members and the HBA family. Welcome to the 30th and 36th anniversary of Harrow Bengalee Association. Tonight is more than just a celebration of years. It's a celebration of community, connection and identity. For over 36 years, Harrow Bengalee Association has been a home away from home, a place where young people and people of many different generations are able to come together, learn, grow and be proud of their culture and heritage. Harrow Bengalee Association has been an absolute community who've celebrated over 36 years of community achievements, and specifically today we're here in commemoration of our 30th anniversary and the concept of Under One Sky, which was initially conceptualized by Niramuddin Aunty, who's been a spearhead in this concept. Our community is where friendships have been built, where confidence has been nurtured, and where a strong sense of cultural pride was passed on from one generation to the next. Personally, this evening holds a very special place in my heart. I grew up in Harrow, and Harrow Bengalee Association was my first steps into the Bengali culture. It's where my journey truly began. Later on throughout this evening, we'll go across the 36 years of achievements that Harrow Bengalee Association have made, and we'll be celebrating this through a variety of different performances, from videos to speeches to even a drama alongside some cultural performances by various different artists. We can't wait to include you all in these celebrations, and again we give a huge sense of recognition to Niramuddin Aunty alongside many other individuals who played a very crucial part to our culture and again passing that heritage across many different generations. Without further ado, I will be passing it along to the General Secretary of Harrow Bengalee Association to say a few words and to officially...
I need to clarify something. I did say 30th anniversary, but HBA is now 36 years old. So celebration-wise, we are running a bit behind. There are good reasons for that. Now, we had received a grant from National Lottery to celebrate this 30th anniversary. And when we did receive that at the time, then soon after that, COVID struck, so we couldn't really hold the celebration that time. And due to other few factors, we couldn't really celebrate on time. Hence, we are celebrating now. Now, having said all that, I thank you all for coming, and please enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much to the General Secretary of Harrow Bengalee Association, Arif Uncle. Again, we're just coming into the beginning of this program, and again, would like to continue off the speeches and the first part of this program with the President of Harrow Bengalee Association, Kurumuddin. Okay. We'll first begin off, before we dive into the speeches, we're going to invite on stage Muhammad Sadiqur Rahman, also known as my dad, to do Quran recitation and dua to just begin the program.
Assalamu alaikum. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. Why I recited this Quran? Because Allah says, you just take sabr and just use your time, then success will be there. So it is a celebration for 36 years. All the community is working hard to develop Bengali heritage and culture from far away from Bangladesh and Britain, which is a multicultural country. And we are be proud, we start the school here, and after that chronologically leader changes and giving us the right path to practice as this one in this Britain. We have a dua, inshallah, people past and present and for everyone here for varieties community. Allahumma amin. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار وقل رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. Allah, people here and Allah, Pastor Allah, please forgive us and the people who is Pastor, please give Jannah to Allah, please guide us to follow the Quran and Sunnah and make our life in right path. And please guide all our communities people to work together for the development of our communities and to love each other and just to work tremendous just to guide our children for the right path as well. Amen. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Dad, for that really wonderful and blessed beginning to a very exciting series of events that we've got lined up for the rest of this evening. As I mentioned, the first proportion of this program will rely quite heavily on a few generous, kind words from members of the HBA committee, executive committee, alongside some of our very distinguished guests and dignitaries that I can see, and I'm very excited to hear from as well. So I'm going to pass it on to the president of Harrow Bengalee Association, Kurumuddin Uncle, to say a few words and to kick off this program.
Thank you, Sadia. He is worshipful
Councillor Shelim Chaudhary, Mayor of London Borough of Harrow, and councillors present from London Borough of Harrow and its adjacent boroughs, distinguished guests, my fellow members of the association. On behalf of the Executive Committee of the association, I welcome you to join us to celebrate our 30th anniversary. In fact, today is our 36th anniversary. Today I would like to pay my tribute to the founding members of the association who initiated this organization from a family drawing room to bring the community together, irrespective of their color, creed, gender, and multi-faith. I also express my gratitude to my predecessors for their contribution and progression. Original plan of Under the World Sky project was to launch 3 years ago, and that was initiated by the immediate past president, my predecessor, who was my wife, Niru Mati, and obtained the fund from National Lottery for this project. But sadly, she died from COVID-19 in the year 2021, before she could accomplish this project. But members of the committee took this challenge and accomplished this project. I am grateful to them for their hard work with the diligence. Today we are missing one of our executive members, Mr. Atul Rahman Siddiqui, who is in the hospital, but he conveyed his best wishes for the success of the event. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you'll enjoy the evening with us, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much to the President, Kurumuddin Uncle. I'd now like to hand over to the Vice President of Harrow Bengalee Association, Dr. Mahmudur Rahman Manna, Uncle.
Assalamu alaikum. Ladies and gentlemen, today our President, Mr. Nirumuddin, his husband, Mr. Kurumuddin, as Nirumuddin was president along with me when I started in 2018. So she is our most beloved president, and she sacrificed herself for the COVID, and also he initiated to get this fund. So we all respect her and pray for salvation of her departed soul. May Allah give heaven and bless him, Jannatul Firdaus, with eternal peace. Today I am very much delighted to see you among us, because you have given us priority and keen interest to come here in spite of your preoccupation and business in your life. So I could not repeat the same thing, but I recapitulate those leaders who sacrificed their lives for the country and the community. I salute them. And those who are still alive, they are involved in our journey. I respect them. I pay my gratitude and heartfelt thanks for their achievement of this organization. Last but not the least, you are the pioneer, and you are the person who took the association for 36 years since its inception in 1989, though it started its journey in 1982, starting with Arabic class, Bangla class, and indoor-outdoor games. Lastly, to achieve this program, our committee members and our members jointly giving their effort, and that is why we are able to stand here in front of you. I would not repeat my speech, but before that, I will read our Honorable High Commissioner give a message, because Deputy High Commissioner requested me to read this. He could not manage to come in a short span of time, so he feels sorry and convey his greetings to you all. Message from High Commissioner, Bangladesh High Commission, Mrs. Abida Islam. I warmly congratulate the Harrow Bengalee Association on its 30th anniversary, a significant milestone that speaks to its enduring commitment and positive impact. As a prominent socio-cultural and charitable organization, the association has long stood as a pillar of British Bangladeshi community in Harrow and beyond. Its tireless effort to celebrate our heritage, foster the community spirit, and support humanitarian causes have made a lasting difference. I commend the association for its remarkable contribution and wish it continued success in its noble mission for many years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to the Vice President, Dr. Manna, for those kind words, and also the note as well. Very, very good to hear those words. We'll be moving on next to the ex-Vice President of Harrow Bengalee Association, Ms. Gulnahar Khan. Auntie.
Assalamu alaikum. Namaskar. Good evening. আমি গুলনাহার খান, প্রবাসী মুক্তিযোদ্ধা এবং HBA এর জন্মলগ্ন থেকে আমি জড়িত থাকতে পেরে নিজেকে ধন্য মনে করছি। আমি বিশ্বাস করি এবং আমার দৃঢ় বিশ্বাস হ্যারো বেঙ্গলি আপনারা আমার সাথে একমত হবেন। হ্যারো বেঙ্গলি অ্যাসোসিয়েশন একটি সার্থক সংগঠন এবং একটি বহমান সূত্রধারা। আমরা আমাদের অঙ্গীকার ও দায়বদ্ধতা সার্থকভাবে পালন করতে পেরেছি। যে কোনো প্রয়োজনে আমরা পাশে ছিলাম সারা কমিউনিটির সঙ্গে, সে বাঙালি হোক আর ইংলিশ হোক আর অন্য দেশের হোক। আমরা আমাদের বাঙালি সাহিত্য সংস্কৃতি আমাদের কমিউনিটিতে দাঁড়ে দাঁড়ে পৌঁছে দিতে সক্ষম হতে পেরেছি। সবচেয়ে বড় কথা, আমাদের উত্তরসূরির কাছে পরিচয় করিয়ে দিতে পেরেছি। আপনাদের সহযোগিতা সবসময় আমাদের সাথে ছিল, আশা করি ভবিষ্যতেও পাব। অনুষ্ঠান আমাদের কিছুক্ষণের মধ্যেই শুরু হবে। আপনারা আশা করি আমাদের অনুষ্ঠানটা উপভোগ করবেন। আপনাদের এখানে উপস্থিত দেখে আমাদের খুব ভালো লাগছে। ধন্যবাদ, আপনারা এনজয় করেন। ধন্যবাদ।
Thank you very much for those words, Auntie. We do have quite a few speeches to go through, so I'm going to try to be as quick as I can. Now passing on to our ex-president of HBA, Mr. Syed Alam Uncle. If you could kindly come and say a few words.
Worshipful Mayor of Harrow, Councillor Chowdhury, Madam Mayor, ex-Mayor Krishna Suresh and Mrs. Suresh, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed my pleasure to be here in front of you to celebrate HBA's 30th or 36th anniversary. This is a beautiful auditorium, and I am looking forward for today's event, which will be directed by Ifatara Khanam, who is the Cultural Secretary of HBA. I'd like to mention something today, that in this beautiful hall, in 2008 September, our young generation did produce an incredible drama, which was called Bansharam's Garden. Some of the young generation who participated in that drama is also present here today. They are all now a professional in their respective fields. I had the honor to serve as president of Harrow Bengalee Association from 2004 until 2016. During that time, Mr. Sadiqur Rahman served as General Secretary for a number of years. HBA always worked in partnership with Harrow Council. We have worked with Krishna Suresh and all the previous mayor, and it was a pleasure to work with them. We have also worked in partnership with them in various initiatives like Under One Sky Project, Black History Month Project, Edward Hartbee's Trust Project, and it was a great pleasure for us to work with them. Our young generation has also participated in various events. Our young generation has also participated in across London to promote HBA. I'd like to just mention that in that event of when Bancharam project was staged, nearly 300 people participated in that drama. And I'd like to thank existing committee members led by Mr. Khurram and hope they will take HBA's image forward and wish them every success in future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alamanko, for those kind words. Over the past, obviously, numerous years, as you've mentioned, you've contributed quite heavily to the growth of Harrow Bengalee Association and a number of the activities that we've done. So we absolutely really appreciated that insight. The next guest that I want to call on stage is an incredibly familiar face, the ex-mayor of the London Borough of Harrow, Councillor Suresh Krishna. He's been a part of Harrow Bengalee Association ever since I've been a kid. I've seen Uncle nearly attend every single event, and it's always such a pleasure to have you here, and we can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Assalamu alaikum. It's great to be here to celebrate our 30th, or shall I say, the 36th Bengali Association's annual celebration. But you know what? Bangladeshis has made a big difference to Britain. You know, you have about more than 650,000 Bengalis in Britain, and your social economic contribution is tremendous. And Harrow is not an exception. What you are doing in Harrow for the last 36 years, I couldn't believe. This is only possible by the Bengali, and that is why I'm a bit jealous of the Bengali Association, because you know why? You unite together, you work together, and you achieve together. That is the beauty of your success. Give it up for yourself. And nurturing your, and fostering and promoting your language, your culture, your social connections, and not only last 36 years, you have been interacting with one another to expand the youngsters. I could see so many youngsters around here. They are our future, and they are started to learning the language, the culture, and how to promote not just for Harrow in here, London Borough of Harrow, but across the country. And I'm so proud. This is only going forward with the founders of this association. So I will take this opportunity to thank the founders since 36 years ago, and you have grown strength to strength to make a difference to London Borough of Harrow. give it up for all the committee members who has been working all the way to 36 years, which I'm so proud to see. And Sadiq Rahman, you know, he is my best pal ever since, and he stood with me for a local election going back to 2006. And ever since, I always wanted him to become a councillor, and only one time he tried and then said, no, but we are not going to leave you alone, you are coming back. But, and I'm so, you know, pleased to say that we have one female girl Bangladeshi councillor here, Shahania. And you know, she is going to be a role model for the Bangladeshi community. I'm sure you will all, you know, follow her up, all the younger generation, to make a difference to Harrow. And I'm sure our mayor of the worshipful, the mayor of Harrow, also here, you know, being supportive and continue to support the community. And thank you, Mr. Mayor. And thank you all for for allowing me to speak. And my other half sitting there thinking that, am I going to say a few words? Please do come along for a quick hello, because she is not just a past mayoress, she was the deputy mayor of Harrow 2 or 3 years back. And I'm sure you know, she will share a few words.
Thank you. I'll be very quick. I know you are running out of time. We heard lots of speeches bringing back lots of nice memories, you know, in the past, especially, you know, Rahman's, Sadiq's daughter mentioned about Under One Sky, where we all joined together, you know, all the communities together, you know, celebrated the culture and everything. Thank you very much for that, and enjoy your evening, and congratulations to all the Bengali members. Thank you.
New Yorkers, everyone listened to Councillor Suresh Uncle speak all day. Honestly, that was absolutely phenomenal. Always great to have you both here, and we appreciate your presence, and it's amazing to see so much diversity within this crowd. Harrow Bengalee Association has always championed the concept of having as diverse of a crowd as possible, and you guys are always absolutely there at the forefront. So thank you both for your kind words. The next person that I'm about to call on stage is a very, very dear member of our community. Again, all I can say is that I've known Uncle ever since I've been a little girl, and he's been an incredible part of my childhood. Not to mention an absolute incredible inspiration and motivation for every single individual here. We are all so, so proud to have a Bangladeshi mayor representing us all, and I just want to really emphasize the importance of this. I think having representation in stages and crowds that matters is not something that should be overlooked, and we are so, so proud and so grateful to have him here. Ladies and gentlemen, the Right Honour, the Worshipful Mayor of Harrow, Councillor Shelim Chaudhry Uncle.
Very kind introduction. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Harrow Bengalee Association, it's an absolute pleasure and honour to be here. It's also so gratifying to see so many people gathered here today to celebrate, is it the 30th or the 36th anniversary? And I think it goes way back. I think we heard from Dr. Saab, our former Secretary General, that he started in 1982. Well, my family's lived in Harrow for over 52 years, and it is genuinely a pleasure to be here. And it's an immense honor that I stand before you today to mark a truly momentous occasion, the 30th anniversary of the Harrow Bengalee Association. Now, this remarkable milestone reflects not only on the resilience and determination of our community, but also the vibrant spirit that continues to thrive and inspire. Now, Harrow is one of the religiously and diversely multicultural boroughs in the country, and we're extremely proud to have that. I think someone mentioned earlier, I think the former mayor, Suresh, the British Bangladeshi community contribute, just the restaurant industry. My background is hospitality. If you know, our oldest restaurant in Harrow has been 52 years. Just the restaurant business alone contributed last year £4.3 billion to the British economy. So something that we should be very proud of. Now, for 3 decades, the Harrow Bengalee Association has been a beacon of culture, richness in Harrow, bringing together individuals and families to celebrate the profound heritage and enchanting traditions of Bengali culture. Your relentless effort in promoting community cohesion, supporting charitable causes, fostering meaningful cultural exchange have significantly enhanced the lives of our residents. It is in this spirit togetherness that binds us all and fortifies the sense of belonging in this very diverse borough. As the Mayor of Harrow, I take great pride in acknowledging the positive influence of the Harrow Bengalee Association. The Harrow Bengalee Association has widened our community. Your unwavering commitment demonstrates the essence of what makes Harrow a wonderful place to live, work, and flourish, a place where diversity is cherished and unity is celebrated. As we gather here today, let us reflect on the achievements of the past and look forward to the promising future that lies ahead. Congratulations on this significant achievement, and I eagerly anticipate celebrating many more years of success, cultural enrichment, and for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the kind invitation, and I look forward to meeting as many of you as possible. And thank you, Sadia, for that kind introduction. I've known Sadia since she was a very young lady. She's very similar. I think she's a year older than my daughter. So it brings back a lot of memories. Thank you.
I'm also proud to say that Mr. Mayor is our life member, and from 3 years I made him life member, so he is our part and parcel. So big applause for him.
Thank you so much. I just want to quickly say I've done over 650 engagements, and genuinely, this is going to be one of the most special ones. Being Bengali and coming to the Harrow Bengalee Association has to be really a special one for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much to the Worshipful Mayor of Harrow for his kind words. I would now like to invite on stage again another very special person who is dear to not just Harrow Bengalee Association but also to the community of Harrow. As Councillor Shura said, she is an absolute beacon of light, I think, for the younger generation, especially when it comes to more representation of Bangladeshis within the political theatre, and it's always an honour to have her here with us, and I'm glad I caught a glimpse of her walk in, so I'd love to invite Councillor Shahania Chowdhury, also very sweetly known as Jerian, to say a few words in order to celebrate also the achievements of HBA.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening. Thank you for inviting me here today. It's actually a pleasure because I remember when I was small, I was always a part of the Harrow Bengalee Association, and I used to perform with Sadia. So it's nice to be here today as a part of the community, as a councillor, to represent Bangladeshis. And I just want to congratulate Harrow Bengalee Association for all their achievements, because I learnt a lot through this association. I learnt how to read Bangla. I learned how to speak Bangla. I learned a lot from this community, and every day I see it growing, and it gives me so much pleasure. It makes me so happy to know that our community within Harrow is growing so much, and not just as the elders get together, it's the youngsters as well. Everyone's always bringing their children together and saying, here, come along, we've got this event to go to, and everyone's so welcoming, especially all the youngsters here. And I've always loved being a part, and I love coming to these events. And I always try to bring my siblings. And now I've got a child of my own. I will be bringing my child too, saying, this is where I grew up, and now I will teach my child to follow after my footsteps and come to these associations, these groups, and learn how to dance, learn how to do drama, learn how to speak Bangla, learn how to read Bangla, to do everything. Because this is how we hold on to our culture. Because if we don't teach the younger generation, it's all forgotten, unfortunately. So this is why it's very important that we bring everyone together, and I really would like to thank the whole association as a whole, the past, the present and the future, because without you guys, Harrow Bengalee Association would not be here today. So thank you very much.
I definitely echo Uncle there. I think it's absolutely always a pleasure to see dignitaries who have been a part of Harrow Bengalee, and Jaren has always been such an integral part. And as I mentioned, an inspiration for more young people to get more involved in community efforts. So thank you so much for being here with us today. I would now like to pass it on to Dr. Nazia, OBEDL, to join us and to say a few words. She always has been an absolute inspiration to many generations and serves as a pioneer who has been spearheading the United Nations Association of Luton, and not just making efforts across the Luton Borough, but across the UK as a whole. She serves as an inspiration to me as a young lady who wants to contribute more, and she, again, is a pioneer in so much of what she does, and we are so honoured to have you with us here today. Would love to hear a few words.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening to all of you, especially the dignitaries who are here. And I must say that first of all, warmest congratulations to HBA for such success that you have achieved over 36 years. Your longevity in itself is deserving celebration. Because how many Bangladeshi or any other community organizations last this long? So you should look back in great delight to say we have achieved it. And congratulations again to all of you. Another thing is, being a Bangladeshi, I know very well that all our children speak English. That's their first language by now. And in 4 generations from now, I can say to you quite honestly that nobody will speak Bengali if we don't try hard enough and infuse this encouragement and inspirations into our children, young generations, to keep their language, which is part of their culture and heritage, and so rich it is. Bengali is so rich that I will feel extremely sorry to think even that in 4 generations our children won't know the beauty, the richness of our heritage language, Bengali language. I know Bengali language is not threatened in Bangladesh or in West Bengal because there are quite a lot of people live there. But I know that Bengali language is a threatened language here in this country because of the dominance of English. So what you are doing in Harrow, I salute you for that. And I salute all of the organizations, Bengali organizations, who are trying their utmost to keep our language, our heritage, our history and culture alive. And I take great pride that the community organizations, which I call the lifeblood of communities, and particularly diaspora communities, that they are keeping our culture alive. And I feel very sorry, being an educationist for a very long time, I feel very sorry that our language, our culture are not in the national curriculum. It's a great shame that it is not. Our stories will not be told, our history will never be told to other children from other communities who should learn through their education or institutions, education institutions, what the stories of us about. If we don't really persuade the national curriculum to be more multicultural, then what will happen? Then the community cohesion that people talk about and feel so proud about will not exist. You have to learn about other communities as well. You can't learn just about the majority community, because that is not community cohesion, language or culture or unification or diversity or anything. People say, oh, we are very proud of diversity in this country, but diversity is given. To make it active, to create community cohesion, and to create a kind of energy across all communities, you have to know each other. And how do you know each other if we don't learn about each other? So I would like to see our communities, Bangladeshi communities, and the organizations to invite communities from other ethnic minorities, and of course the majority communities, so that they learn, at least not through national curriculum, at least from us, what our stories are about, how resilient we all are, what challenges we faced and yet succeeded. And bravo to all of you to have achieved what you have achieved. And one little thing I would say, personal thing, Sadia is a jewel in the crown of Bangladeshis who know her. But I think she will be a jewel in the crown of all Bangladeshis who live here in this country one day, because she has that. And Sadek, you know Sadek, who is part of HBA. You won't get him back, I'm sorry. He is in Luton. Now he will be ours. But if you want friendship, we stretch our hands to you to be friends. And that will be my say or few little words for you today. Unity is important, diversity is our strength, but know each other, try to learn about each other, and try to learn or educate that children won't learn this if you don't push them. So thank you very much.
For those of you who are just meeting Dr. Nazianti today, you've only probably got about a 1% glimpse of her excellence and what she delivers to the community. The level of achievements that she has done throughout her lifetime is phenomenal, and we are beyond grateful to have her here. So thank you for those kind words. Now, her partner in crime, Dr. David Cheeseman, who's the General Secretary of the United Nations Association of Luton, is equally as commendable and also deserves the stage to share a few kind words on behalf of celebrating for Harrow Bengalee Association.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much to Harrow Bengalee Association for inviting Nazia and myself today to join in this celebration of possibly 30, possibly 36, I think actually 43, because it goes back to 1982, and I think I'm quite sure it goes back further than that. To keep going for that long is actually a tremendous achievement. This is a tremendous contribution towards the Bangladeshi community in Harrow, and also the Bangladeshi community more generally. And as several people have said already today, including Nazia, it is really important to maintain the heritage of diaspora communities. This is a very exciting time to live in Britain, because there are so many different communities, so many communities developing, so many communities building up. It's a tremendous privilege to have a dual heritage. And I think people who, Bangladeshi and other communities, people who are born into these communities, need to recognize that. They have a British heritage, they have, in this case, a Bangladeshi heritage. The longer, the more the generations go on, the more distant the Bangladeshi heritage is likely to be, because the more distant Bangladesh becomes. And so it's really important that organizations like this give people an understanding and the pride in the background of their communities, in order that they and their children in years to come can also benefit from this privilege of having a dual heritage, a dual nationality, which in itself, in my view, I believe that the United Kingdom has improved tremendously over the past 40 years because of all the different communities who have come here, and I think that is our great strength as a nation. And in terms of the Bangladeshi community, somebody did refer earlier to the contribution of the Bangladeshi restaurants, or often called Indian restaurants, of course, as a marketing device in this country. Bear in mind that Bangladeshis actually changed the eating habits of the United Kingdom, because they have changed the way in which people eat here. The various different cuisines that are coming up, people are interested in Italian, in Argentinian, and all the rest of it. The starting point was Bangladeshi. That gave people the taste for different types of food. And at the moment, for children under the age of 6, chicken tikka masala is their favourite food. And the point why at that age you don't lie. You eat what you like. And so that is an example of how Bangladeshi community has changed the way that Britain is. It has changed the way that we think, it changed the way that we evolve. And it's organisations like this which build on that and which enable all Bangladeshis to take pride in their own heritage and their background, and also to speak out to other communities so that we become aware of this rich tapestry that is now the United Kingdom. And so congratulations, and look forward to the next 30, 40, 50 years of the Harrow Bangladeshi Association. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. David Cheeseman, for those very interesting words. I think it's always great to have some insight into how much impact various communities have had on the overall kind of demographics of the UK, and I think all of the things that you've just mentioned are absolutely very incredible takeaways that we can all reflect on. We are now on to our final speaker for the first half of this segment, and I'd love to invite on stage Councillor Tariq Mahmood, who is the Labour member for Ealing Council, to say a few words.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is my great pleasure and very much privilege to be here this evening, and good to see my good friends Councillor Suresh Kumar and Worship Mayor of Harrow. I represent not this borough, but I represent the borough next door called London Borough of Ealing. But this is first time I'm attending this association, Harrow Bengalee Association, and the way the work you are doing it, I'm very impressed, and I am sure you are bringing all the community, not only Bengali community, but you are bringing all the communities together. And I am very privileged and honored to be here this evening, and I wish you all the best and all the best wishes from my side, from my councillor side, and from my Ealing, from the fellow here from Ealing. And I'm sure one day, which is not far, then we will be doing the same work in Ealing, and that Bengali Association will be larger and larger. Thank you so much. Enjoy your evening. God bless you all.
Thank you very much to our final speaker, Councillor Tariq Mahmood.